Hello, everybody. This time, I'm going to use the IDLE. Okay, I told you how to get this in the previous video, so you know how to do that. So I will discuss the string part. Okay, a string is a sequence of characters enclosed in double quotes or single quotes, depending on your situation. So let me type in a string. For example, hello. Okay, this is enclosed in double quotes, so it is a string. And you press enter, it shows you that string enclosed in single quotes, yes. And if you do it in single quotes, it's the same thing. Okay, so if you want to, how about this? If you do this, hello, okay, what will happen? This will be a syntax error. The reason is you don't have a double quotes, you don't have single quotes, then it's not a string, but a variable. So Python interpreter will treat this as a variable and it doesn't have a value. So it will give you this syntax error. Okay, that's that. You can also do print hello. And notice that when you do print, it gets rid of the single quotes or double quotes, right? So when you simply do this, you are saying, show me what I just typed, right? Here, you are saying, you are calling the print function and say, okay, display the word hello. And this hello is a string that's called the argument. You are saying, display that hello string, okay? Something else, okay, I want to show you. If you do this, this will be a mismatch of the double quotes and single quotes. You will have a syntax error, okay? So make sure you pair them correctly. And okay, you can also do this, right? I am saying hello. Okay, if you have double quotes outside, you can use single quotes inside. But if you have single quotes outside, I am saying hello. You have to use double quotes inside. Okay, if you do this, let's see. I am, oops, I am saying, right? Hello. This will not do. Okay. This will not do. The reason is the Python interpreter is looking at this part as a string, I am saying. And then after that string, you have some random hello and double quotes. Remember, if you don't have double quotes around this word, the Python will treat it as a variable, and that doesn't make sense. It's a jumble of everything, so it will not compile. So if you use double quotes outside, you use single quotes inside. If you use single quotes inside, you use double quotes outside. Okay. Okay, so you can also do multiple strings, right? When you want to output several lines of strings, that's called multiline strings. So how do you do that? You use this doc string symbol, which is 3 double quotes, okay, 3 double quotes. And then you can say hello and press enter to go to the next line. And how are you? Oops. Oh, okay. How are you? And what's up, right? You can do that. And you end it with 3 quotes. And when you press enter, you can see how the Python interpreter interprets this. It interprets this as, okay, this is a line. And now you have a new line character. This is called a new line character. It's called an escape sequence character, which means this n here, okay, it's not the regular n. It has a special meaning. It means go to the next line. So this will show you how Python interprets whatever you entered here. So if you want to print it out that way, then you will use the print function and you will say hello, right? How are you? What's up? And you end it. And then now see the difference. So when you put this as a single string, the system will just interpret it as whatever you are placing there, right? But when you say print, you are saying, I want to display this as is onto the screen. And so since you have 3 double quotes, the system will interpret it as you want to have 3 different lines with this. Okay, you want to insert the new line character there. So this is what is printed. What else? Okay, let's see. Give me 1 minute. Let me see what else I want to discuss. Okay. Pause. Okay. Now let's talk about the escape sequence characters. Escape sequence characters, you can see in the lecture notes in the book, there are several. There is \n, which is new line character, \t, which is tab, \\, which is a \. So that's called escape sequence character. The Python interpreter will interpret them not as the usual T or N or \, but as a character, a non-printing character you want to display. Okay, so let's see. Print. So you can do this. Instead of using the 3 double quotes, you can simply do hello. Going to the next line. Okay, this means go to the next line. And let's give it a not space. How are you, right? How are you? And go to the next line. So this is going to the next line. And what's up? So this will give you exactly the same output. And notice that these are the new line characters, the escape sequence characters. And they are here also. Remember, when you do the doc string, do the multi-line string, the Python interpreter interprets it as that, see, right? Okay, so that's how it interprets it. And you say, okay, print that out. And with these new line characters there, that is what is printed out. So another thing I want to discuss is, remember, you cannot do this. What's your name? This is okay, right? Because you have a double quotes and then you have a single quotes. That's okay. But if you say hello, this is not okay. And you remember, you understand that. This is because the system will take this as a string and then hello will be nothing. So how do you work on this then? This is where you use the escape sequence characters. You can say, okay, don't treat it as a regular double quotes. Treat it as a special character. That means I do want to print it out, and that will work. And here you will do that too. Okay, so now let's see. Right, what's your name? And say hello. So another thing is with a single quote. Okay, let's see, print. What's say hello. Let's just make it simple. Say hello. And remember, you cannot do this because it's single quotes. You can use double quotes. And we discussed that already, right? That's fine. But what if you insist on using single quotes? How do you do that? Well, you escape it. Use that \, okay? And this will work. So this is called escape sequence characters, okay? Another way is, let's see, you can say print hello, and new line character, and a tab, okay, and what's up, right? What's up? Okay, so this is a tab. It's indented, and that is the character. Remember, if you don't have this, if you, oh, I cannot do that, right? If you don't have the escape sequence character, if you don't make it an escape sequence character, it's simply a T, and that will be printed out. Okay. So you see that's a T. So once you put the backslash there, the system treats it differently. And there are many of them, quite a few. New line character, backslash N, T, tab, backslash T, backslash, double quotes, single quotes, right? Those are the escape sequence characters. Okay. Now let's talk about strings, string concatenation. Okay, this is called a string literal. A literal is simply the value, how the system sees it. That's the value. So it's a string literal. Okay, you can concatenate them, which is what? What is concatenation? Concatenation is simply putting them together, okay, combining them. So you see, you use the plus sign to concatenate them, to put them together. So hello, how are you? And there is no space, so there is no space. But if you do this, hello, a space plus how are you? Whatever is inside the double quotes will be displayed as is. This is called a string concatenation. You can also say name1 is equal to what? Not meaningful, but name2 is equal to how, okay? And you can say print name1 plus name2, okay? So this is concatenating two variables, right? And that will be printed out. What, how? If you want a space, you can do this. Print name1 plus a space. How about that? Plus name2. Okay, so that's how you can concatenate two or three, more than two string literals. You can also concatenate variables, and you can concatenate. It's not easy to say the word. You can concatenate a variable, a string variable, and a string literal. Okay. Another thing I want to show you is you can, in chapter 1, we did this, right? We did them separately, separated them with a comma. What does that do? That will print out the values of the string variable separated by a space, which is very convenient. Notice that when you concatenate them, you are making it into a new string, and whatever it is, it will concatenate them, right, without a space. But if you use a comma and treat them as separate items, then there is automatically a space there. So that is the string concatenation. Okay, I think that is it. That is the string part. I'm going to stop here.